as you might see with the Chicago Bulls roster, DeMar DeRozan's a 96, Zach LaVine's a 93. Every single NBA player today is going to be in their prime. So basically, like, their best year is basically that best version of the player on each team. Let's go take a look around the league to see what teams get the biggest boost. A team that I want to check that's going to be absolutely insane is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies. We got MVP Derrick Rose on the squad, John Morant at a 97 overall, Jaren Jackson at a 91. I mean, the rest of the team's still pretty decent, but this is probably the best backcourt in the NBA right now. I feel like the only other backcourt that's going to compete with them is the Golden State Warriors, which might be a little bit better than them, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, because we do got Steph Curry at a 99 overall, MVP Steph Curry, and then we got 96 overall Chris Paul, 95 Klay Thompson, 92 Draymond, 87 Wiggins. So the Warriors, who have been struggling all year, this gives them a huge boost. Like, this turns them into a completely different team with a 96 overall Chris Paul and Klay back in his prime as well. Some teams not really getting affected by this are like the Washington Wizards. They're still probably going to be one of the worst, if not the worst team in the NBA. But let's look at the top players in the league. We got 99 Joel, 99 Giannis, 99 Harden, 99 Kawhi, 99 D Rose, 99 LeBron James, Luka, Jokic, KD, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, and that's the cutoff for 99. Got 98 Jimmy Butler, 97 Dame Lillard, 97 Josh Shea. I mean, the Clippers are going to be ridiculous too. Paul George is a 97, and then Harden, Westbrook, and Kawhi are 99s. So they got the super team of death over there. Yeah, I mean, the rest of the league, this is how we're looking. Ben Simmons is actually in the 90 overalls. We got 95 Kyrie with 99 Luka. Kristaps on the Celtics is a 93, along with Blake Griffin. I didn't even think of that. The Heat have 93 Oladipo. I mean, there's just a ton of players. The Celtics also got 92 Al Horford, so the Celtics are really good too. They have a lot of depth. He have 92 K Love. Look how close these teams are. We got 1, 2, 3 teams at 27 and 28. I don't know how the Celtics are 27 and 28. The worst team in the league is the Toronto Raptors at 12 and 43. It's going to be interesting to see how this season finishes versus the season that we have in real life right now, because we're basically at the end of the NBA season. The Clippers are the 1 seed in the West with the best record in the NBA of 47 and 6. That was expected. I mean, their team is insanely overpowered. I mean, look at this roster: 99, 99, 98, 99, 94 John Wall off the bench. I mean, this team is ridiculous. Got the Warriors as the 2 seed, and then again, like, look how close this league is going to be, just because everyone is so good now and like so even. The competition's even. Look how close these standings are. You got 26 and 30 for the 10, 11 seed, then 25, 25, 25, 13. So from the 14th seed to the 4th seed, the difference is 3 wins in the West. So the playing games are going to be some really good games too. And Luka still finds a way to win MVP. 35, 10, and 10, basically 9.9 rebounds a game. I mean, we might as well just say he averaged a triple-double throughout the season. Victor win blah 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 won Rookie of the Year, 23 and 10 with 2.8 blocks per game. He might have won Defensive Player of the Year as well. John Wall off the bench, almost putting up 20 points per game. And Victor does win the Defensive Player of the Year. Kevin Love winning Most Improved Player. Luka winning Clutch Player of the Year. Tyronn Lue at 73 and 9, tying the Warriors record as the Coach of the Year, and obviously the Clippers Executive of the Year as well. All NBA first team, we got 99 Luka, Jokic, Trae Young making it over guys like Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Ja Morant, Derrick Rose at the guard position. So that's interesting. What did Trae do this season? So well deserved, actually. 33.7 points per game and 11 assists. LeBron making the All-NBA first team. He almost put up 30 points per game. Was a couple short of averaging a triple-double as well, about 2 stats per game. And then Giannis putting up almost 30 points per game as the All-NBA first team. So a really good All-NBA first team. We even checked what Jokic did. 32, 10, and 10. Could have been MVP, but Luka put up 35, 10, and 10. So that's going to be tough to beat. All-NBA second team, we got LaMelo, De'Aaron Fox, Victor, Russell Westbrook, and Julius Randle. So like the 99's not even really making the All-NBA second team either. It's a lot of the young players. We got good playing games. We got the Boston Celtics in the play-in against the Magic, the Knicks versus the Pistons, and in the West we got Denver versus Dallas and OKC versus the Lakers. So LeBron in the play-in as a 99? That is crazy. The Kings are the 5th seed over LeBron. I mean, he probably lost by like 2 games if we look. Yeah, he made the play-in at 42 and 4. 40, while the Kings were 44 and 38 and got the 5 seed. Looks like the first play-in game is the Lakers versus the Thunders. Will LeBron get bounced early? This is the 7-8, so if they do lose, they still have another chance to win, and it's not looking good for LeBron right now. It looks like the Thunder are going to be advancing on to the playoffs. The Lakers brought it all the way back by 1 point. I was going to hop in and watch if it was close. It wasn't looking like it was close, so I turned it to the fastest sim, and LeBron brought them all the way back, but they still do lose. Shea with 28. What overall is Gordon Hayward? Gordon Hayward in 88. You could argue he could get a little higher than 88 in his prime. LeBron with 29, so no one on the Lakers really doing anything too crazy. Now we got what is probably the best play-in game, the Mavs versus the Denver Nuggets, and well, I thought it was going to be the best play-in game. The Nuggets are going out. It looks like, yeah, they lose to the Mavs 131 to 101. The MVP Luka staying alive in the playoffs. They said he had a triple-double. Let's see what he got. Jokic with 35, 8, and 10, and Luka putting up 37, 13, and 14, and Kyrie dropping 30 points and almost a double-double with 9 assists. So we got a LeBron versus Luka and Kyrie to get into the finals, and then in the East, we got to get these going. If the Celtics lose this is a bad look for their team, because they should definitely win with all the depth they have. They have 90s off the bench, and they're down 1 to the Magic in the fourth quarter. They're down 5, down 2. All right, we're gonna hop in and watch the last minute. All right, it is the Celtics ball now. This is like a 96 or 97 overall Tatum. Blake Griffin's a 93. Al Horford's a 92. Kristaps is a 93. Tatum coming off the screen, getting clamped up by Paolo. Good step back, though, and he's going to miss. Joe Ingles with the ball, and he has a star by his name for the Orlando Magic. I did not think I would see that. Paolo with the ball, working on Tatum. Tatum playing good defense, clamping it up. Paolo with the step back. Tatum's clamping it up. Paolo can't go anywhere. He's going to have to shoot a bad shot. Tatum with the great defense. Celtics do have to score here, though. Tatum pulling up in Paolo's face, and he's gonna miss an open jumper. Paolo hit both free throws on the other end. 4-point game. The Celtics need a quick basket to stay in this game. If they miss here, they lose. Tatum on Franz Wagner. He's gonna hit the floater to stay alive, but they need a missed free throw, and that's very possible because they're sending Markelle Fultz to the line. All right, Fultz up 3 with the free throw. He does miss. 125, 128. The Celtics need a 3. 9 seconds left. Tatum to Holiday from deep, and he's gonna miss. That's gonna be it. Paolo with 35 to advance his team into the playoffs. Tatum with 34, Drew Holiday with 30, Jaylen Brown with 25. And now we have the New York Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons, and this is a close game. It is a 4-point game with 5 minutes left, 6-point game with 4 minutes left, 1-point game now. All right, we got a tie game with 57 seconds left. That is good enough for us to hop in for sure. Is that that's Taj Gibson on the Detroit Pistons? So the Detroit Pistons got Taj Gibson on the squad. Pistons a 2-point lead with 45 seconds left. These are 2 teams right here that aren't impacted a ton by like everyone in their prime. Jalen Brunson did foul out, I'm pretty sure, because he is on the bench. Duren with the board, and a basket here is gonna pretty much do it. Cade driving on 34. That's Kemba Walker. I just didn't even recognize Kemba because he's wearing number 34. But yeah, Kemba with the stop on Cade, but Julius Randle just sells the game, missing a layup, and that's most likely it. I mean, unless they have some crazy comeback, I don't think the Knicks are going to come back and win the game. The Pistons win by 3 points. Brunson with 27. Did he foul out is the question. He did not foul out, and the coach Thibodeau had him on the bench to end the game. Very questionable. And it looks like Luka is going to handle business in the play-in once again. 150 to 127. 150 points for the Mavs. What did Luka drop? Braun with 45 in the elimination game, not trying to go home, but the rest of his team didn't help, and I'm guessing Luka, yeah. Oh, Kyrie had 46, and then Luka with 39, 12, and 14. That's tough to beat when 2 players do that. And Tim Hardaway gave him 18, and Derek Lively was 16. Yeah, this Kyrie-Luka duo is going to be a problem. Like, the Clippers do not have an easy first-round series at all. Boston, Detroit, there's no way Boston should lose this game with the team they have versus the team the Pistons have. And yeah, it looks like we are right. Boston's going to be advancing on to the playoffs, and they play the Heat in the first round, and the Heat do not have an easy first-round series at all either. All right, I simulated to where every game could be at the elimination type of point. We got 3-1s kind of posted all across the board. We got a 2-2 series with Golden State and OKC, and then we got a 2-2 series in Chicago with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It looks like the Clippers are going to be able to take care of Luka in the first round. They are not actually going to be able to. They're going to a game 6, and there's so many games. I think we should probably only hop in game 7s, to be honest. And we do have 2 game 7s, OKC versus Golden State and Philly versus Atlanta. Our first game 7 is not going to be close at all, and the last game 7 we got is the OKC Thunder versus Steph Curry, Chris Chris Paul and the Golden State Warriors. And looks like this game 7 isn't going to be close as well. 137-113 Warriors win. Curry with 24, Clay with 20, Draymond Green with 20 and 15, Chris Paul with 17, 9 and 15, and Wiggins with 19. SGA not with his best performance. I mean, when Gordon Hayward's your leading scorer, you're probably not going to beat the Warriors. And when Josh Giddey is your second leading scorer. We have amazing playoff matches now in this second round. We got the Clippers versus the Suns. Now think about the Clippers and the Suns, and now think about those teams in their prime. That is going to be a battle. Can 99 KD take them down? We are going to see. Then we got Golden State with 99 Curry, 96 overall Chris Paul versus MVP Derrick Rose and Ja Morant. So that's going to be the battle of the backcourts over there. Then we got Miami versus Cleveland. That's probably maybe the worst matchup that we have. I didn't even realize Boston got 4-1 swept. Like, who's putting in the work for the Heat? Because the Heat have been looking really good. Like, they have the best record in the East, and they just 4-1 the Celtics. Jimmy with 33, Oladipo with 25. This Oladipo is like a 94 overall. What did he do over the regular season? He had 18 points per game. Hero with 23. Terry, what's overall is Terry? 86. He could be a little higher than 86 maybe too. And Udonis Haslem, himself, got 10 points. He is an 84 overall because it is everyone in their prime, so he did get in the game. And then we got the Bucks versus the 76ers. So really good series. Kevin Durant is really struggling against this Clippers squad. I mean, anyone's going to be struggling against this Clippers squad. They are insanely stacked. Beal with 37, KD with 32, D-Book with 22, but then we got PG with 34, Kawhi with 31, Harden with 17, 3 and 15, and then Westbrook with 17, 10 and 13, and then John Wall off the bench with 17. The Clippers just have so many weapons they can attack you with. It's going to be tough for anyone to beat them. Ja Morant and Derrick Rose struggling with the Warriors. D Rose had 39, Ja with 34. I guess the rest of the Grizzlies just aren't helping them out too much. Curry with 35, Clay with 31, and Chris Paul is somehow grabbing like 9 to 11 rebounds a game. Average 7 boards per game over the regular season. What is his offensive and defensive rebound? I mean, he's just 6 foot. In 2K, you don't really see like smaller guys board like that. 80 defensive rebound and a 51 offensive rebound. So I mean, maybe that's why, but that's really not that high for a 6-foot guy to be grabbing boards in 2K. But he's consistently grabbing them. And that second round was kind of disappointing because the only series that looks like it might be down to the finish close, and no, it's not even going to a game 7. So the Eastern Conference Finals is Miami versus Milwaukee and the Clippers versus the Golden State Warriors. Can Steph take down the Clippers, or are the Clippers just going to go on and win the ring? It is 3-0 for the Clippers. I don't think anyone's beating this team. 4-1 Clippers win this series. Let's see what they did in the closeout game. Like, they have like a new leading scorer every game. Westbrook with 30, 10 and 10, Kawhi with 29, 12 and 5, Harden with 22, 7 and 12. I mean, this team is just ridiculous. No one's beating them. Like, whoever comes out of this Eastern Conference is probably getting swept. It is the Miami Heat. Kawhi winning the Western Conference Finals MVP, almost putting up 30 points per game, and then Oladipo winning the East Finals MVP. And I'm guessing the Clippers are gonna beat them down, but no, the Heat are up 2-0. Did not expect that. Can the Clippers come back? 2-2 series, 3-2 Miami Heat with the chance to close them out on their home floor. The Miami Heat gotta win this game. They do not want to go to LA for a game 7. That is for sure. 125-126 with 4 minutes left. The Clippers take the lead. They're up 3. Up 1 is gonna be a close finish. It's looking like it's a 2-point game or a 1-point game now. We're gonna hop in and watch. James Harden, guard by Tyler Hero, trying to get to the hole, goes up, and he's gonna hit a tough lay to make it a 3-point game. Here we go. The biggest possession of the Heat season. Jimmy Butler getting guarded by Paul George, out to Bam. Bam's gonna go up and get swatted by Zubac. Harden with the board, and this is prime Harden. You know he's not missing free throws. If he hits both of these, it's gonna be a 5-point game with 22 seconds left, so it's gonna be really tough for the Heat to come back. So game 7 in LA is looking like it's definitely gonna happen, unless the Heat can come down and hit a 3 and maybe somehow luckily foul like Zubac or something, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. Jimmy Butler getting guarded by Paul George, Adebayo with the shot, going to miss. We're going to game 7 in LA. Let's check the box score for game 6. Jimmy with 32 leading the Heat. Harden with 31, 11, 11. Westbrook 24, 4 and 10. I mean, just look at this box score again. Just everyone on the Clippers is just a bucket. The Heat should have capitalized on that opportunity on their home court up 3-2 because the Clippers just came out and beat them by about 200 points on the home floor. Paul George winning the Finals MVP, 21.6 points per game. He put up 28 in the closeout, and no one in the Heat really showed up to play. And hopefully, honestly, someone leaves for the Clippers over the offseason so we get a more interesting playoff, because I feel like the Clippers are just going to spank everybody. If you guys could hit that like button down below, it'd be greatly appreciated. And we also are nearing in on 7K subs. Thank you guys for the recent support. So we are not controlling any of the offseason free agent moves, so we're going to see like what the league looks like. Hopefully some people leave and mix up some of the teams. Zach LaVine just went up to a 97 over the offseason, so some of these players are going to develop as well. So the league's going to be even better this year. So what's your guys' NBA Finals predictions? To be honest, I think the Clippers coming out of the West, and then the East, I don't know. The East is really tough. I think if Embiid was healthier for the season, I would probably have picked the Sixers. They do have a history of choking for sure. But to be honest, I'm rooting for the Bucks just because I want to see Dame. Dame's one of my favorite players ever. So I want to see Dame at least make a finals and get a shot for the ring. But honestly, I feel like the best teams are in the West this year. I feel like the NBA Finals might be won in the Western Conference this year. But we are going to see. That's why we play the game. So you never know. But as scrolling through this league changed up a ton. And there we go. One of the Clippers players did leave. Paul George went to the 76ers with Joel Embiid. We got Kyle Lowry to 95 now. Paul George 98, Embiid 99. So the Sixers are really top heavy because the rest of this roster, this is basically like a G League team. 99 Giannis, 99. Pascal Siakam joins the Bucks. Chris Middleton's on there. Cole Anthony is now on the Bucks. So the Bucks getting some upgrades over the offseason. DeMar DeRozan leaving the Bulls. Donovan Mitchell at a 96. Garland at a 93. Not really too many changes. Well, they got Miles Bridges in Cleveland. Not a ton of like game-changing changes. Klay Thompson went up to a 98 overall and joins the Celtics. Colin Sexton is now off the bench for the Celtics. The Celtics have no excuse now. But Westbrook must have left the Clippers too, because the only 99s left standing on the Clippers are Harden and Kawhi Leonard. We got Drew Holiday off the bench, or not off the bench, but 90 overall. Eric Gordon 88 overall. Norman Powell 86. So the Clippers are still pretty good team, obviously, but nowhere near to what they were last season. Not too many changes in Memphis. Atlanta kind of staying the same. Blake took his talents to Utah with Lauri Markkanen and John Collins. This might be the least exciting team I've ever seen with high overalls. DeRozan at a 98 overall now went to the Sacramento Kings with Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox. So a big three forming in Sacramento. The Knicks made absolutely like zero moves. LeBron, AD, they got Jalen Duren. Besides that though, not really too many moves in LA. John Wall going to the Magic with Paolo. So Paolo getting some help that he definitely needed. Luka got D. Russell, not too much else. No moves really in Brooklyn. Denver, did they get anybody? Nope. 95 overall, DeAndre Jordan leading the Detroit Pistons. Tyrese Maxey left the Sixers. I didn't even realize that when I was looking at the Sixers roster, but he's on the Raptors now. This Raptors team's pretty decent, but I don't think they're gonna be able to compete with the competition in the league just because, I mean, their bench is not good at all. Ending the regular season for season 2, Luka does take home the MVP once again. Did fall short of a triple-double this year, probably because the competition in the league is getting better. Rob Dillingham, rookie of the year, going to the Raptors, 12 points per game. D'Angelo Russell winning the 6th man of the year on the Mavs. I didn't even realize they got D. Russell. That's a good pickup. Kawhi winning the defensive player of the year, averaging 2.3 steals per game and a block. And then Vucevic winning the most improved players. He almost put up 30 points per game in Chicago. That's kind of crazy. Shea, clutch player of the year. Nick Nurse, coach of the year, 64 and 18. As you remember, the Sixers do have that crazy roster now. All NBA first team is Luka. Jokic, let's see what Jokic did over the season. 30 points per game, 11 boards, and 10 assists. Honestly, I think he probably should have won the MVP. I'm not gonna lie. 31, 9, and 9 versus 30, 11, and 10. He actually averaged a triple-double, so Jokic might have been snubbed to MVP. LeBron with 37 and 9. John Wall, 29, 7, and 8. So John Wall goes to the Magic, and his production went instantly up from being off the Clippers. Tyrese with 25, 5, and 12. All-NBA second team is looking like this, and then All-NBA third team is looking like this. All right, now looking at this playoff bracket, D-Rose and John Morant are in a play-in game, but we got to make our prediction right now. I'm gonna say that the Sixers are gonna come out of the East, and I'm gonna go Dallas out of the West. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a Sixers-Mavs finals. I mean, 99 Paul George, 99 Joel Embiid. How do they not come out of the East? The only thing that scares me is their bench, but they were able to maintain it through the regular season and grab the 1 seed. The Clippers grabbed the 1 seed once again, kind of surprising. I mean, not super surprising. It's 99 Kawhi, 99 Harden. They did lose a lot of players and were still able to maintain the 1 seed, so that's how good the Clippers still are. Sixers finished 64 and 18, 58 and 24 for the Bucks. East was a close race once again. I mean, the competition kind of separated a little bit, but still very close. The West, the Clippers finished 57 and 25, so they finished 73 and 9 last year to a 57 and 25. Or we do got a Celtics play-in. Why are the Celtics in the play-in? And they end up losing to the Cavs. The Celtics are the most disappointing team in this sim for sure. They got a Pacers Celtics to get into the playoffs. We got Grizzlies versus the Spurs. Let's see if Ja Morant and Derrick Rose can get it done and get into the playoffs. And the Grizzlies up 4 points on Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs, and it looks like, yeah, 2-point win. Morant scores 27, it said, and the Grizzlies are going to be playing the Clippers. So not an easy first round match for the Clippers. We got the Celtics versus the Pacers. The Celtics got a lot of talent on the squad. They should not be losing these games, and they're down 6 right now in the fourth quarter. They just went on an insane run, and they are up like 20 points now, so they are able to win and get on to the first round of the playoffs, but they're probably going to get spanked by Boston, or not by Boston, by Philly. All right, so this is what the first round's looking like so far. Golden State just 4-0'd LeBron and the Lakers. Dallas is up 3-1. Pels are up 3-1 on the Jazz. The Clippers versus Memphis is a 2-2 series, so a close series. The East, not really any close series. It's 3-1s basically across the board besides the Heat versus the Hawks. All right, let's see if Memphis can force a game 7 against the Clippers. They do. So we got a game 7 in LA, Memphis versus LA game 7, and then we got a game 7 with the Utah Jazz versus the New Orleans Pelicans. The East is all taken care of. Oh, I didn't even realize we also got a game 7 with Dallas and OKC as well. I think this is the first game 7. Yes, it is. So my pick to come out of the West might be cooked early, and it looks like it might be 7-point game going in the third quarter. A lot of time to come back. 8-point game, 4 minutes left. They got to go on a run or they are done. 5-point game, 6-point game, and the Mavs get bounced early. There's no way my prediction just got bounced because Josh Giddey dropped a triple-double. Luka with 43, 10, and 12. Kyrie with 26. Shea with 40 and 10. They said Josh Giddey dropped a triple-double on the tweet, and he did. 13, 12, and 10. My pick to win already gone, so I'm already 0 for 1 in the Western Conference. The Jazz look like they're blowing the Pelicans out. Doesn't look like it's going to be a close game at all, and it is not. 159-135. Last game 7 we got is the Clippers versus the Grizzlies. Hopefully this is close because I do want to hop in and watch Prime D Rose and Prime Ja Morant together. It looks like we're going to be able to have a chance to watch them because they do beat the Clippers, the 8th seed upsetting the 1 seed. And we got a Golden State, Memphis, Utah, OKC, Philly, Detroit, and Milwaukee, Miami. Memphis is up 3-1, OKC up 3-1, Philly up 3-1. So it's just 3-1s everywhere. Both East series go 4-1. It's going to be a Philly versus Milwaukee. That'll be a good matchup. And then Golden State trying to force a game 7 over here. They do not. Ja Morant with 29 and 10, D Rose with 24 and 11. So the Memphis backcourt starting to come alive, and we got a Philly versus Milwaukee and OKC versus Memphis, and both series are 3-0. 3-0 Philly, 3-0 Memphis. It looks like we are going to get a Memphis versus Philly finals. Ja Morant putting up 31 points per game throughout the West playoffs, and Embiid putting up 34 points per game throughout the East playoffs. We got a Sixers versus Grizzlies matchup. I'm going with the Sixers here. I think the Sixers are going to win. They got Paul George and Embiid. Paul George will go 2 for 2 on rings if they do win, but it's not looking good right now. Down 2-1 in this series after that win. Sixers bringing it back 2-2. 3-2 Sixers, just like that. The Sixers come and win 3 games in a row after being down 2-0. But the Grizzlies are on the home floor, so they should win this game. This is a must-win game for them. Their season is over if they do not. But the Grizzlies take a 7-point lead late, and it looks like that's going to be the run to do it. Game 7, 9-point game, fourth quarter. It looks like the Sixers are going to take home the ring. They do. So Paul George is seeming to be the X factor on these teams. Paul George is 2 for 2 on rings and finals MVPs. 31.7 points per game throughout the series. He dropped 38 in the closeout game. I mean, Paul George is also just a super team merchant as well. He played on the Sixers this season and played on the Clippers last season. But hey, Paul George is 2 for 2 on rings, so we can't knock him. Okay, we're going to do one more season, see if Paul George can go for the three-peat. Let's see if there was any moves made over the regular season. Tatum left the Celtics. Tatum left maybe the best roster like all around in the league. D Mitch coming back home to the Jazz to team up with Blake Griffin. Blake's a 99 overall now. He's developed crazy. DeRozan 99, Fox 96, Sabonis 96. This is a team that I wanted to see more from in last season's playoffs. Hopefully we'll see more from them this year. The Lakers still making no moves. You thought LeGM would have been making moves, but he did not. Kyrie left Dallas. Where did Tatum go? Tatum joined the Detroit Pistons with DeAndre Jordan, Serge Ibaka. Cade Cunningham did leave the Pistons. Jalen Brunson went to the Rockets. Russell Westbrook's now on the Spurs with Victor Wembanyama. This could be the team to look out for. Devin Vassal's up to a 90. The Suns with a 99 Durant, 97 Booker, 97 Beal, still not making any noise. I mean, I don't know what's going on with them. Andre Drummond joined the Oklahoma City Thunder. Anthony Edwards is at a 93, while the best player on the T-Wolves is 98 overall. Victor Oladipo. Did not think I'd be seeing that today. The main question is, where did Kyrie go? Kyrie went to the Milwaukee Bucks. They still have Dame. They have Dame, Giannis, and Kyrie. A 97 Brook Lopez, a 94 Pascal Siakam. So the 76ers definitely got some competition now. SGA winning the regular season MVP, 31, 4, and 10 average, 2.2 steals a game as well. Alexander Sarr winning Rookie of the Year. Goran Dragic winning the 6-man. Kawhi Defensive Player of the Year 2 years in a row. Isaiah Collier winning Most Improved Player. Tatum winning Clutch Player of the Year, and Nick Nurse winning the Coach of the Year. So the 76ers look like they got the 1 seed once again. Somehow, with Kyrie Irving, Dame Lillard, and Giannis Antetokounmpo are in the play-in game. If I had to make my predictions right now for a winner, I'm going with the Spurs, and I think they're going to play the Sixers once again, and I think the Sixers are going to win. I think these Sixers are going to 2-peat. But we are going to simulate the play-in. Golden State does make it, and who else makes it out of here? Okay, the Bucks actually make it as a 7 seed, and then the Nets make it. So the Bucks versus the Magic. The Bucks can actually make some noise in the playoffs. That roster is really good. I don't know how they finished with the 7th seed. First round of the playoffs, it looks like OKC is going to sweep the Golden State Warriors with 1 more win. They do not sweep them. It looks like our Western Conference pick is going to be out in the first round once again. They are. The Spurs lose to LeBron in the first round, and our Eastern Conference pick might be out in the first round as well. They're down 3-2, 4-2. They lose. How did they just lose? They just lost to Mikal Bridges, Cam Thomas, Ben Simmons, Paul George with 31, and Embiid with 13. They have Scotty Barnes now too, and they lost. All right, but this is what the second round of these playoffs are looking like. We're just gonna hit simulate round. We're gonna see what happens if we just hit simulate round. No close series, so there would have been nothing for us to hop in anyway. We got OKC versus Minnesota, and we got Miami versus Milwaukee. Miami has already been to a finals once in this video, so I'm hoping the Bucks can make it, but it looks like they're going to get swept. So we got OKC versus Minnesota. It looks like Minnesota is going to be taking that series as well. 98 overall victory. Victor Oladipo winning the Western Conference Finals MVP, and Kevin Love winning the East. A Heat T-Wolves Finals. Let's see what's going to happen. The Heat are up 2-0 now in the series. 3-0 Miami Heat, and are they going to complete the sweep? They do not. 3-1, 4-1. The Heat do win the finals. So the Heat made it to a finals once, lost to the Los Angeles Clippers, and then they make it to the finals in the final year, and Jimmy Butler's going to take home finals MVP and a ring. But that's a good place to end it before like all of these guys just develop to 99 overall, since they're all like 19 years old. Make sure to drop a like on the video and also hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all in the next one.